Heads up that this video will contain lots of silliness, sarcasm and some facts. Warning for those who do not like silliness, sarcasm and facts with Jehovah's Witness history, then please do not watch, as you may find it offensive. For the rest of you, have a good chuckle. Let's look at these leaders for what they really are. Thanks. Hi everyone, how you doing? Thank you for coming by. Well, I've gone on to JW Broadcasting. Remember, I go there so you don't have to. So I have not watched the whole thing. I've just watched the first few seconds of this, and we have Ken Cook, the new boy on the block, new kid on the block. Now this is a new video, or the advertising is one of the newer ones, Organizational Accomplishments 2018, about the Writing Committee. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you steady? Let's go. My Lord. Hello, Ken.
The Writing Committee of the governing body continues to take the lead in producing Bible-based publications. This includes translation of the Bible into more languages, continued work...
So he's been on the theocratic how to move your hands about, hasn't he? He's done that. I don't know what it is with Ken, but he keeps reminding me of an owl. See what you think anyway.
On the online study Bible and improvements to magazines, including both the public and study editions of the Watchtower.
Right.
Such adjustments not only help us to accomplish our commission to preach more fully, but also allow us to make better use of donated funds.
He's been learning that hand thumpy thing. Who was it? I did a lot of those. God, they were going thump all the time. So they took translation.
In 2016 and 2017, the New World Translation was released in 30 additional languages.
Sadly.
Also, translations or revisions are currently underway in well over 100 languages.
Revisions? I wonder if is that just that they translated it wrong, or did they translate it from the original scriptures wrong? Please tell.
In many of those languages, Bibles are not available, very expensive, or difficult to obtain. The goal of the Revised New World Translation is to use easy-to-understand modern language that encourages reading. In some languages, Bibles use words that are found only in religious or archaic literature. However, those words are not used by people in everyday life. For example, Thai and Burmese Bibles provided by Christendom use a formal, honorific language. Those Bibles use form...
Did you notice there? Provided by Christendom. So you're not Christian then? Is that what you mean? They're making this fine line between Christendom and Christianity, or Christian.
Of address for God that would be used when speaking to a king. But since no one speaks that way in everyday conversation, many of the words are not understood by the general public.
Okay, I'm puzzled.
Also, it is difficult to view Jehovah as a loving father when one would never speak to his own father in this way. However,
a lot of people find it difficult to think of Jehovah as a loving father because he just wants to burn their bum. He wants to hurl meteors from the sky just because they didn't follow the rule of the Octopope. So I don't think that's a loving father. So I don't think that's the issue. It's not about how you address him. It's about what he's going to be doing.
Now that the brothers have the New World Translation in everyday language, many readers have reported that they feel closer to Jehovah. Another blessing we have recently received is the online study Bible. Although not yet available in many languages, this provision is already the most researched publication our organization has ever produced. While we use our regular Bible...
It's probably a lot of people like us going, why? But of course we do know that the old hold your Bible, there it is, does not exist from what we see with the cart witnessing and the door-to-door witnessing. Sadly, it's like, oh, call it up on my tablet.
When the preaching work, the Study Bible is designed for personal study. Among other features, the Study Bible contains a media gallery with new artwork, 3D models, videos, and photos. This requires a considerable amount of effort to produce. Many of the photographs and videos are from Bible lands. At times, archaeological sites include numerous layers from different time periods. Researchers must then determine which ruins are from the specific era being considered. There are other challenges as well. Many historical sites are located in areas with strict governmental travel restrictions, including no-fly zones. To get aerial views using a drone, the brothers must obtain special authorization from the authorities.
What? Excuse me, but that's all very nice. I mean, it is useful. When I was first reading the Bible, I did get then a lot of books in the library on the archaeology of the Bible lands. Go away, ABC News. Of the Bible lands, and that was really useful. But I think for them and the quandary that Watchtower are in, and the need and what is stumbling people, they would be better focusing that time on energy on what children need, what abused women need, what abused men need. That would be much better. And putting that down the line with love, not judgment. So this is all very nice, but it's sort of just dressing. Well, it goes far. It's not polishing the turd, but it's certainly covering it up with some little pretty flowers and different things, isn't it? And no amount of drones over archaeological ruins is going to help. Like, please watch the video I put up about this great TV compilation. Just put it up Monday. But please look at that, because you'll just see how they can't actually be bothered to answer. There's like about 300 people in Holland written in and said, "Boo, this happened to me, that happened to me," about child abuse, and covered up. That's current JWs and ex-JWs. And Watchtower said, "Oh, the number's too small. Number's too small, really, to do anything about." A bit different to the shepherd, isn't it, when one sheep is lost. So anyway, you keep enjoying flying your little planes, boys. You enjoy messing with your little toys.
January 2018, the public editions of the Watchtower and Awake were adjusted so that instead of each covering multiple subjects, they now cover just one subject per issue. This gives us the opportunity to focus on specific topics that are of the most interest and benefit to the public. The magazines are also designed to be offered in the ministry for many months, rather than just a few weeks after their release date.
So they're trying to put a positive spin on it. So as we know, they've been cutting down on the numbers of magazines. They've been cutting down on how many pages are in their magazines, and now they've said that they're cutting down, so they're going to be recycling the magazines every few years. So yeah, dress it up how you want. Put the flowers on the turd.
There will also be many new and exciting improvements made to the study edition of the Watchtower. Starting in 2019, it will have a new design and layout. Each study article will be numbered to correspond to the 52 weeks of the calendar year. Also, a somewhat larger font will be used. Many of the brothers and sisters who use the paper copy of the magazine live in locations with poor lighting conditions. With a larger font...
Spinning it again. With a larger font, you put in far less information. So if they're doing the same amount of pages with larger fonts, we shall see come 2019, then there'll be less in them. But spin it, lads. Spin it.
The magazine will be easier for them to read. The new design will also occasionally include a picture description that explains the content of an image. This will be of great help in the Braille field.
Pardon? In the Braille field? someone with sight problems is going to have to explain that to me. But dumbing down, we have a picture for you because you cannot cope with words.
Additionally, the song numbers for the Watchtower study will include the title of the song. The opening song of the study will appear at the beginning of the article, and the concluding song at the end of the article.
No.
Similarly,
My
the
goodness.
review question.
God, that's just so radical. I don't know how they thought of that. So you put the beginning song at the beginning of the article and the end song at the end of the article. Well, I mean, I've just got to, you know, hats off to that writing department to think of that. That is just like genius, really. I'm really pleased they have such high-level thinking people there.
Questions will appear at the end of the article rather than the beginning.
Great.
As these adjustments are implemented, the English Simplified Edition of the Watchtower will be discontinued in 2019.
I've missed that news before. Had you? So the Simplified Edition... Oh, no, I did think I heard about it, because then the question came up. So if the Simplified Edition is being stopped, does that mean that the Study Edition is going to be simpler? Looks like it might be bigger letters, more pictures.
Instead, the regular Study Edition will use simpler language. This cuts in...
Well, that answered that then, didn't it? See what happens when you do. I like to actually watch these for the first time with you and annoy you as I'm watching them. So, yeah, the magazines are going to be simpler. Now, I do not think that people learning anything that they need to learn, it should not be dictated by their level of education. Should not be be dictated by their opportunity of a level of education and reading and things, because that will vary a lot. But come on, we're all going to see a danger in this, aren't we? We're going to see a danger in this dumbing down. It's so bad when I've watched congregations go through the Watchtower Study Edition. It's like mindless, you know. It's like, John and Jane have a dog called Spot. And then the question comes up, what's John and Jane's dog called? Spot. Well done, Sister Obvious.
Half the print design, layout, and composition work that is involved. Jehovah is truly speeding up the work, enabling us to...
I'm sorry, it doesn't help anyone when I'm in a sarcastic mood, but really, that's not what's happening, is it? I do like Ken's voice, actually. Speaking a bit slow. He's doing we're all speaking very slowly to you because you're too daft to... So I actually like his tone of voice, though. It's very pleasant to listen to. What does that show about speeding up the work? I didn't see anything about speeding up the work. If you're speeding up the work, you'd be doing like, sort of what was it before? Say what was it? If it was for say 50 magazines, whatever it used to be a year, you'd be doing 100 magazines, speeding up the work. Right, be writing. Or just perhaps spending all your energy printing Bibles. That might be quite commendable. Anyway, Ken, and your nice voice, let's see what the conclusion's going to be.
Focus on what really matters in this time of the end, helping others to learn the truth about our loving Heavenly Father.
So, the time of the end. Oh, stop. Time of the end again. You should have said the time of the end again. If you're going to be honest, Ken. End again, Ken. End again, Ken. Really? I think that would have been more honest. Anyway, Halloween coming up. Are you going to dress us now for that? I don't know. Might be useful. I must behave myself. This is just no good, is it? I do apologise anyway. If you're still here, I'm sorry. Thank you very much.